What is going on, YouTube? So I wanted to come back today with another Olympic reaction video, essentially discussing something that happened today with the women's downhill. I know I hit on it a little bit earlier today, but wanted to give kind of a look back for it and look ahead for future women's skiing events as well. Lindsey Vonn taking part in her final skiing event that happened in the Winter Olympics. I know that she said she's pretty much done. I'll dig a little bit deeper into that. Also wanted to look ahead to two more things that are happening tonight as well, that you'll be able to see for the Winter Olympics in terms of U.S. women's hockey, and then also the U.S. Men's and I believe women's big air for snowboarding. Those are two big events to pay attention to as well. So let me go ahead and start again with the skiing. So I know that Mikaela Shiffrin pulled out of the downhill, leaving Lindsey Vonn as really the only U.S. Women's skier that really had a chance of medaling. She ended up bringing home the bronze, which was really cool. Good way for her to end her Olympic run. 2010 gold in Vancouver, and then 2018 bronze in Pyeongchang. Of course, she had the injury in the middle that sidelined her for Sochi. So again, good way to end things off for her. She was supposed to face off against Mikaela Shiffrin in this one, but I know Mikaela Shiffrin's been having some sickness issues throughout the game. She only won one bronze so far. There's been some postponements and stuff like that from the weather that have kind of screwed with her schedule as well. She does still have the combined on February 23rd. That is, what was it, Friday? That on the third to last day of the Olympics, concluding on Sunday. That will give you guys a look at Lindsey Vonn and Mikaela Shiffrin competing for the first time. Mikaela Shiffrin, again, looking to win her second gold medal of the games. Now, she, again, finished in fourth place. I believe it was for not the Super G. She opted out of the, let me see if I can find it here. I believe it was she opted out of the Super G. And then finished in fourth for the slalom, giant slalom. I believe she won gold in the end. But anyway, not again, a little bit of shifty Olympics for her so far. But hopefully on Friday she'll get a good round out to that, and maybe we can see Lindsey Vonn competing there as well. So the U.S. men is looking for I believe for gold in ski half pipe. That's normally one that U.S. men does just fine in. U.S. women's big air for snowboarding. I know the entire field is kind of chasing Canadian Anna Gasser, who I know that Jamie Anderson claimed gold in women's snowboarding. Anna Gasser, but yes, the field is chasing her. I'm trying to remember which event she medaled in earlier in the Olympics. Let me see if I can get it up here. I know I just had it. Jessica Jensen, Julie Marino, and Jamie Anderson, I believe, are the three that are left. Excuse me, not Canada's, Austria's Anna Gasser. Trying to see if something can give for them getting a medal in the final. I know that the U.S. isn't really in position after qualifying, but we'll see if something can happen there. And then finally, I'll cover this more in depth after it happens tonight, but in my opinion, the thing that I'm looking forward to most for the rest of the games is U.S. women's hockey versus Canada. For what seems like the millionth straight time in a row. There's a lot going on here. It is it's going to be an interesting game. I'll do more covering this game tonight after it happens. If you're any bit of a hockey fan, I would highly suggest catching this game tonight. The U.S. has already lost to Canada once through qualifying 2-1. A game where the U.S. I think definitely controlled the pace of play. But one where Canada ultimately ended up successful. If the U.S. I think had challenged that second goal on the offsides, it would have been reversed. But anyway, beyond the points, the U.S. has kind of dominated Canada in recent international play, but in the Olympics, Canada has owned the U.S. So really turning that around, I think is the main mission for it tonight. U.S. was able to get through with two key wins over Finland. Mainly that I believe big 5-0 win that came in the semifinals. So setting up for a big gold medal match tonight. And I believe it does not face off until around 11 o'clock. So if you're staying up late, and that's Eastern time, if you're staying up late for that, definitely a good one to catch. But like I said, some good stuff coming up. It'll be interesting to see Mikaela Shiffrin, Lindsey Vonn, definitely the two biggest superstars by far in terms of the U.S. ski team on the women's side. And they have one more event to get through as well. Mikaela Shiffrin's best event is definitely not the downhill altogether, so I think pulling out of downhill and then also the Super G was probably a good move for her considering the sickness and all that she's been going through. But anyway, that is pretty much it. So yeah.